Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The diagnostic trouble code P0327 refers to the knock sensor circuit low voltage in the Honda CRV models from 2011 to 2016. This code indicates that the powertrain control module, PCM, has detected a voltage level that is lower than expected on the knock sensor circuit. The knock sensor plays a crucial role in the vehicle's engine management system by detecting engine knock, or pinging, caused by pre-ignition. This information is vital for the PCM to adjust ignition timing and prevent engine damage. Located on the engine block, the knock sensor is typically mounted in a position that allows it to accurately pick up vibrations caused by knocking. If the PCM cannot receive adequate voltage from the knock sensor, it will trigger DTC P0327. The knock sensor is an essential component of the engine management system, tasked with monitoring vibrations and knocking sounds that may indicate improper combustion. This information is relayed to the powertrain control module, PCM, which uses it to optimize engine performance and efficiency. The knock sensor is usually mounted directly onto the engine block, making it ideally positioned to detect engine vibrations associated with knocking. If the PCM detects low voltage from the knock sensor circuit, it interprets this as a fault, triggering DTC P0327. It's crucial for the PCM's functionality that it receives accurate signals from the knock sensor to ensure that the engine runs smoothly and efficiently, preventing potential damage over time. Several possible causes may trigger DTC P0327. A faulty knock sensor is one of the most common reasons. If the sensor itself is defective, it cannot send the correct voltage signal to the PCM. Wiring issues can also be a culprit. Damaged or shorted wires in the circuit can lead to low voltage, causing the error code. Poor connections, such as loose terminals at the knock sensor or the PCM, can disrupt the electrical signals and lead to a drop in voltage, falsely indicating a fault. It's essential to thoroughly inspect the wiring and connections when diagnosing this issue to ensure that all components are functioning correctly and that no electrical disruptions exist. When DTC P0327 is triggered, several symptoms may become noticeable. One of the primary indicators is a check engine light on the dashboard, alerting the driver that there is an issue with the vehicle's performance. Drivers may also experience engine performance issues, such as reduced power or irregular idling, as the engine may not be firing correctly due to adjustments made by the PCM based on faulty knock sensor data. Additionally, a faulty knock sensor can lead to poor fuel economy. Since the PCM may incorrectly adjust ignition timing, the engine might run less efficiently. Observing these symptoms can provide crucial insight into the underlying issue triggered by DTC P0327. The first troubleshooting step for DTC P0327 involves verifying the problem itself. Begin by turning the ignition switch to the on-I position without starting the engine. This will power the vehicle's electronic systems. Next, use the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear any stored diagnostic trouble codes. After clearing, turn the ignition switch back to the lock 0 position, then reposition it to on-I position once again. This process will allow you to determine if the DTC reappears. If P0327 is still indicated, this confirms the presence of an ongoing issue with the knock sensor or its circuit. If not, it may suggest an intermittent failure, prompting further investigation into possible poor connections or loose terminals affecting the sensor or the PCM. In the second troubleshooting step, you will need to investigate the potential failure area. First, turn the ignition switch to the lock 0 position, ensuring the vehicle is off and safe to work on. Next, disconnect the NOx sensor's 2P connector, which allows for a clearer diagnosis of the sensor itself, isolated from other components. Once disconnected, turn the ignition switch to the on-to position again and check for any new pending or confirmed diagnostic trouble codes using the HDS. If the code P0328 appears, this indicates that the NOx sensor has likely failed and should be replaced. If no new codes are indicated, proceed to the next step for further investigation. The third troubleshooting step focuses on checking the wires in the circuit. To initiate this, turn the ignition switch to lock 0, ensuring the vehicle is off. Use the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to jump the SCS short circuit switch line, as this will prepare the system for a continuity check. Disconnect the PCM's 49P connector next, which is crucial for isolating the control unit from the circuit being tested. With the NOx sensor 2P connector also disconnected, you will check for continuity between the designated test points. Test point 1 measures the black wire KS line from the NOx sensor's connector, while test point 2 measures the white wire KS GOND line. If continuity is present, it indicates a short in the wiring, which needs to be repaired between the PCM and the NOx sensor circuit. If no continuity is found, proceed to the next troubleshooting step for a further check. In this fourth troubleshooting step, the focus shifts back to the NOx sensor KS line for further testing. Start again by ensuring the ignition is in the lock 0 position. Once the vehicle is in this state, disconnect the NOx sensor 2P connector and the PCM 49P connector to avoid any interference during testing. With the circuit open, you will check for continuity again, but this time solely between the designated test points using the white wire from the connector for test point 1 and body ground for test point 2. If continuity is present, this indicates there's a short circuit issue in the KS wire, which needs to be repaired. If there's no continuity, the KS wire itself is determined to be functioning properly. Proceed to check if the PCM has the latest software version, as an outdated program could lead to diagnostic issues. Final repair verification is crucial to ensure that all work has effectively resolved the issue. Start by turning the ignition switch to the lock 0 position to safely reconnect all previously disconnected connectors, including those for the NOx sensor and PCM. After ensuring everything is properly reconnected, turn the ignition switch to the on-to position once more. Navigate to the HDS to reset the PCM, which will refresh the system and allow it to relearn any necessary adjustments post-repair. After resetting, check for any pending or confirmed DTCs again. If P0327 is still present, it indicates that further investigation into the NOx sensor circuit is required. If no codes appear, the repair process is complete, and the vehicle should operate normally. Preventive maintenance plays a vital role in ensuring the long-term health of your vehicle's engine management system. Regularly inspecting the wiring connected to the NOx sensor can help identify any signs of wear or potential short circuits before they lead to serious problems. Checking the conditions of all connectors, specifically at the NOx sensor and PCM, will help maintain a reliable electrical connection, reducing the chances of intermittent faults. Additionally, staying updated with the latest PCM software can maximize the efficiency and performance of your engine management system. By performing these preventive measures, you can minimize the risk of encountering DTC P0327 or similar issues in the future. In conclusion, understanding DTC codes like P0327 is critical for effective vehicle troubleshooting and maintenance. The NOx sensor plays an essential role in the engine management system, providing crucial information to the PCM for optimal performance. Recognizing symptoms early and following a structured troubleshooting approach can help resolve issues associated with low voltage in the knock sensor circuit. Regular diagnostics and preventive maintenance are paramount in ensuring that your Honda CRV runs smoothly and efficiently for years to come. Keeping a close eye on system components and staying informed about updates can help drivers avoid unnecessary repairs and enjoy a safer driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.